Good morning, dear students. In our previous class, we learned some problems about solving the inequalities, also representation of a solution on a number line, as well as if x is a real number. Those things we have learned in our previous class. Here also we are going with the other problem. That problem number is 3. This problem is very similar to the previous one. In our previous class we discussed about some explanation problem. That problem and this problem, both the similar problems. You just see the question. To receive grade A in a course, one must obtain an average of 90 marks or more in 5 examinations, each of 100 marks. If Sunita's marks in first 4 examinations are 87, 92, 94 and 95. Find minimum marks that Sunita must obtain in 5th examination to get grade A in a course. Here given that to receive a grade A in a course, if we want to receive a grade A in a course, then that student must obtain an average of 90 marks. If that student gets average of 90 marks, more than 90 or equals to 90, then only that student will be get grade A in that particular course. Here one student, one name of the student, he has mentioned that Sunita. If Sunita's marks in first 4 examinations are 87, 92, 94 and 95. Sunita got in first 4 examinations, first exam, second exam, third exam, fourth exam. So in first 4 examinations she got 87, 92, 94 and 95. What about in the 5th examination to get grade A in a course? To get a grade A, how many marks, how many she has to get in this 5th examination? It is the given data. Okay. Now we don't know this 5th examination marks. Let us consider x. Let x obtained by Sunita. Let x marks obtained by Sunita in 5th examination. Now we know that she has to get grade A. She has to get grade A in that particular course. How many marks she has to get in 5th examination? That is average. That will be average. He said 90 marks or more than 90 marks is greater than or equals to 90. Average should be greater than or equals to 90. Average, how to find its average? 87 plus 92 plus 94 plus 95 plus x. 87 plus 92 plus 94 plus 95 plus x divided by how many exams are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 exams divided by 5 is greater than or equals to 90. Now 87 plus 92 plus 94 plus 95 is how much? 368 plus x divided by 5. divided by 5 is greater than or equals to 90. Now you just solve this inequality. 5 into 90 is how much? 368 plus x is greater than or equals to 5 into 90, 450. Then 300 and x is greater than or equals to 450 minus 368 is how much? X is greater than or equals to 82. 480 minus 368 is 82. Therefore, Sunita must obtain more than 82 marks in 5th examination to have an average of 90 marks. Therefore, you just write down its conclusion. Therefore, Sunita must obtain more than 82 or equals to 82 marks in 5th examination. In 5th examination to have an average of 90 marks or more. It is the solution. If you want, you can take a screenshot or pause the video, then you can note down in your notebook. I understand it is a problem very similar to the previous problems. One question I just given homework for you in our previous class. I think already you solved that question. Now let us move on to the next type of questions. Before that, you have to know about what is meant by consecutive numbers. What is meant by consecutive numbers? Consecutive numbers. I think some may you know, some others may don't know. I don't know everything. Okay, so what is meant by consecutive numbers? Consecutive numbers are the continuous numbers. Consecutive numbers are the continuous numbers. Suppose we have series like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Consecutive numbers are nothing but continuous numbers. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Therefore, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are the consecutive numbers. Let us take one more example. 16, 17, 18. Is these are the consecutive numbers? Yes, these are the consecutive numbers. Consecutive numbers are nothing but the continuous numbers. Suppose 100, 101, 103. Is these are the consecutive numbers? No, because 100, 101. After the 101, 102. After the 101, 102 will be there. Here we have only 103. Therefore, these numbers are not the consecutive numbers. These are the consecutive numbers. It is also consecutive numbers. I understand. Therefore, consecutive numbers are the continuous numbers. If you want, you can write consecutive numbers. Consecutive numbers are the continuous numbers. Generally, how we are denoting the consecutive numbers? How we are going to denote the consecutive numbers? Let x, x plus 1, x plus 2, x plus 3 and so on are the consecutive numbers. Generally, we denote x plus 1, x plus 2, x plus 3, x plus 4 are the consecutive numbers. Generally, we are denoting the consecutive numbers like this. Are you understand? Consecutive numbers or the continuous numbers. Now let us move on to the problems. That problems will be related to consecutive numbers. Now you can note down these consecutive numbers in your notebook. You can pause the video or you can take a screenshot of this. Here we have one question. That question is related to the consecutive numbers. Find all pairs of consecutive odd positive integers, both of which are smaller than 10, such that their sum is more than 11. Let us take consecutive odd positive integers. Generally I will take x plus 2 be the consecutive odd positive integers. Generally I am taking x comma x plus 2. Find all pairs. Pair is nothing but 2. Pair is nothing but 2. Let x plus 2 be the consecutive odd positive integers. Odd positive integer. Generally I took x comma x plus 2. Next, both of which are smaller than 10. Both of which are smaller than 10. X and x plus 2. Both x and x plus 2 is smaller than 10. He given that both of which are smaller than 10. For smaller, which symbol we have to use? Less than or greater than? For smaller, which symbol we have to use? Less than or greater than? Smaller is less than 10. X plus 2 is also less than 10. Such that their sum is more than 11. Sum is nothing but addition. X plus 2 is more than 11. So for more than, which symbol we have to use? Less than or greater than? Greater than 11. Once again, find all pairs of consecutive odd positive integers. For pairs, I took x comma x plus 2, both of which are smaller than 10. X is less than 10, x plus 2 is also less than 10, such that their sum is more than 11. So for more than, I took greater than 11. So it is the given data. It is the given things in the problem. You just solve this inequality. X plus x is 2x plus 2 is greater than 11. 2x, you send this 2 to the right, it will be 11 minus 2, then 11 minus 2 is 9. X is greater than 9 divided by 2. X is greater than 4.5. 9 by 2 is 4.5. Now you just observe here, x should be more than 4.5. That x should be less than 10. More than 4.5, less than 10. You take a line. You just take a line. 4.5. X should be more than 4.5. Next, less than 10. That should be less than 10. We have to choose odd positive integers in between these two. In between 4.5 and 10 we have to choose. X should be more than 4.5. That x should be less than 10. You just take odd positive integers in between these two. Odd positive integers. After 4.5, which one will be the odd positive integer? 5, 7 and 9, isn't it? In between 4.5 and 10, 5, 7, 9 will be the odd positive integers. Suppose if we take 5, then what will happen? 5 is less than 10. Is this true? 10 is more than 5. Is this true? Yes, it is true. Similarly, 5 plus 2 is less than 10. 5 plus 2 is how much? 7. 7 is less than 10. 10 is more than 7. Is this true? Yes, it is true. 5 is less than 10. 5 plus 2 is less than 10. Therefore, it is also a true, and 5 plus 2, 7 is less than 10 is also true. Okay. Next, you just move on to the one more odd positive integer, that's 7. 7 is less than 10. 7 plus 2 is less than 10. 7 is less than 10. Is this true? 7 less than 10. It says that 10 is more than 7. Is this true? Yes, it is true. Similarly, 7 plus 2 is how much? 9. 9 is less than 10. Is this true? Yes, it is true. Okay, 7. If we take 9, what will happen? If we take 9, what will happen? 9 is less than 10. 10 is more than 9. Is this true? Yes, it is true. 9 plus 2 is less than 10. 9 plus 2 is how much? 11. 11 is less than 10. Is this true? 11 is less than 10. It says that 10 is more than 11. Is this true? No, it is not true. So that we should not take this one. We should not take this pair. These two pairs only we have to take. Now, pairs are what? Pairs will be 5, 5 plus 2, that is what? 7. 5, 7, and 7. 7 plus 2 is what? How much? 9. 7, 7 and 9. 7 and 9. 7, 9. These two are the required pairs of consecutive odd positive integers. Therefore, 5, 7 and 7, 9 are the required pairs of consecutive odd positive integers. Hence, it is the solution. Are you understand? Now you can take a screenshot, or you just pause the video. Now you can note down in your notebook. You just observe the question, what he given, what we are going to find. These things you have to see first of all. Now let us move on to the some other question. That question is also based on consecutive odd positive integers. Here we have some other question. Find all pairs of consecutive even positive integers, both of which are larger than 5, such that their sum is less than 23. Solution. We have to find all pairs of consecutive even positive integers. You just see the previous question. There we have taken x comma x plus 2. Similarly, here also I am taking x comma x plus 2 with the pair of consecutive even positive integer. How this x comma x plus 2 will be the even positive integer? If we take even number in place of x, x plus 2 is also will be the even number. You take any one even number. Suppose if we take one even number 10. 10 plus 2 is what? 12. 10 and 12 both are even numbers, isn't it? If you take 100, 100 plus 2 is 102. 100 and 102 both are the even positive integers, isn't it? Suppose if you take odd positive integer in place of x, 7 plus 2 is 9. 7 and 9 both are the odd positive integers. Like that, generally we will take x comma x plus 2 with a pair of consecutive even positive integer. Now, both of which are larger than 5. X and x plus 2 is larger. For larger, which symbol we have to use? Greater than or less than? greater than 5, larger it is, greater than 5, both of which are larger than 5. Larger, for larger we have to use the symbol greater than, such that their sum is less than 23. Their sum is less than 23. Sum is what? Addition, x plus 2, x plus 2. Their sum is less than 23, less than 23. Now you just solve the inequality. X plus x is 2x plus 2 is less than 23. 2x is less than, you send this plus 2 to the right, it will be minus 2. 23 minus 2 is 21. X is less than 21 by 2. 21 divided by 2. Now x is less than 21 by 2 is 10.5, is 10.5. You just see, x is less than 10.5. X should be less than 10.5. That x should be more than 5. That x should be more than 5. Now you just take one line. You just take one line. X should be more than 5. X should be more than 5. So 5. X should be more than 5. Next, that x should be less than 10.5. That x should be less than 10.5. In between these two, we have to choose even positive integers. He said in the given problem that we have to find all pairs of consecutive even positive integers. In between 5 and 10.5, which even numbers will come? Even numbers 6, 8, 10 are the even positive integers, isn't it? 6, 8, 10 are the even positive integers. Now, if we take 6, what will happen? 6 is greater than 5. It says that 6 is more than 5. Is it true? 6 is more than 5. Is it true? Yes, it is true. 6 plus 2 is greater than 5. 6 plus 2 is greater than 5. Is this true? Yes, it is true. If we take 8, 8 is greater than 5. 8 plus 2 is greater than 5. 8 plus 2 is how much? 8 is more than 5. Yes, it is true. 8 plus 2 is how much? 10. 10 is more than 5. Yes, it is true. Now 10, if we take 10, 10 is greater than 5. 10 plus 2 is greater than 5. 10 is greater than 5. 10 is more than 5. Is this true? Yes, it is true. 10 plus 2 is how much? 12. 12 is greater than 5. Is this true? Yes, it is true. Therefore 6, 8, 8, 10, 10, 12 are the required pairs of consecutive even positive integers. Therefore, you just write the conclusion. 6 plus 2 is how much? 8. 8 plus 2 is how much? 10. 8 plus 2 is 10. And 10 plus 2 is 12. 10 plus 2 is 12 are the required pairs of consecutive even positive integers. Hence it is the solution. Now you can take a screenshot or you just pause the video. Now you can note down in your notebook. Finding the pairs of consecutive even positive integers, odd positive integers, all these kinds of problems are important for your point of examination. One more question we have. That question will be homework for you. You just note down that question in your notebook. That question will be homework. It is the question homework for you. find all pairs of consecutive odd natural numbers, both of which are larger than 10, such that their sum is less than 40. It is a question homework for you. If you want, I will give hint for this question. Find all pairs of consecutive odd natural numbers. We have to find its consecutive odd natural numbers. You just take x comma x plus 2 with a pair of consecutive odd natural number. Next, one more thing, both of which are larger than 10. X should be greater than 10. X plus 2 should be greater than 10, such that their sum is less than 40. X plus 2 is less than 40. You just solve this inequality. After that, you take that values in between 10 and that required value, and that getting that value, you just to find it pairs of consecutive or natural numbers. Okay, dear students, it is the class for today. In the next class, we will move on to the some other types of questions.